Ready? Good evening. Please turn off your phones. Welcome to the April 17th, 2024 regular meeting of Eureka Springs Historic District Commission. I'm Dee Bright, Chair. Commissioner present tonight are Christine Santamore, Frank Green, why do we have, Susan Daniel, Debbie Davis. We do have a vacancy. Peter Graham has resigned, and Maggie Haight is absent with notice. We have a quorum for business. Eureka Springs Historic District Commission is empowered by Eureka Springs Municipal Code to issue a certificate of appropriateness for alterations of exterior architectural features, demolition, and new construction within the boundaries of Eureka Springs Historic District. The HDC uses Eureka Springs Historic District guidelines and the U.S. Department of Interior standards for the rehabilitation of historic buildings as the basis for our decisions. The Commission can take the following actions on an application: approval with modifications, denial, or defer for more information. Appeal of denial may be made to the Circuit Court. Public comments will be heard on each agenda item as it is called. Other public comments will be heard during public comment period. Okay. Are there any changes or additions to our agenda?
No.
I have one. If we can postpone the approval of minutes from the March 5th meeting to the next agenda, I did not have those quite ready yet. If we could do that.
Okay, do I have a motion to adjust the agenda?
So moved. Second.
Debbie made the motion. Christine seconded. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed say no. Motion carries 4-0. Okay. We have no old business. We have no new business. On our consent agenda, level 1 and 2s, projects that the city preservation officer believes to be in accordance with design guidelines, any commissioner or the member of the public may move any consent agenda item to the regular agenda for discussion. Spring/Main intersection, Reed applicant, and applicant is seeking to install a public art display between the street and retaining wall that will include 7 metal and glass panels ranging from 3 to 6 foot tall and 16 to 18 inches wide, installed with concrete footers and a metal sign approximately 24 by 18 inches. The area to extend approximately 21 foot from the iron fencing toward the hydrant. Do I have a motion to accept the agenda as we just modified it? Yes.
So moved. Second.
Debbie and Christina made the motions. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Approval of application does not excuse applicants, owner, or agent from compliance with any other applicable codes, ordinances, or policies of the City of Eureka Springs. And did you know she's not going to be here tonight, the applicant?
Yes, I told her I'd put it on the consent agenda. She was going to be out of town. And so, yeah, if you guys want to move it for the table for conversation, I can answer questions to the best of my ability. If you want to postpone that, we can do that too until she can be here.
Do I have a motion for discussion?
I move we discuss the issue.
I'll second.
Discussion?
I think it would be an interesting addition to the downtown area, and it is an arts display. Her work is, she does quality work.
Mm-hmm.
And it would be very colorful.
And I don't know if any of you know, this
Yes.
we're looking at is hers.
And she has some pieces down at the entrance to Harmon.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
In the-
not going to block cars from coming up from 23 or Main Street or whatever you want to call that road.
So that was my main question also. I sent an email to Simon Wiley, the Public Works Director. He put that inquiry out to RDOT. Neither one of them saw an issue with that.
We're at the tough corner. The visibility is not great.
Yeah. And the measurement that's included in there, the wall right there is 4 foot high already. And yeah, RDOT doesn't have any regulations on how much clearance there needs to be. They only maintain up to the curb. And then, yeah, Simon didn't see that being an issue from the city side either.
Yeah, we do have letters from Simon, and then Simon also, from Public Works, gave us the letter from RDOT too, in our packet.
And neither one had an issue with it.
No, and I can actually read
I
that
was gonna
if
say,
you
should
want.
we read that
Yeah, we
into
can put
the-
that in public record. I'll just start at the back. So my inquiry, Simon, the Arts Council has chosen an artist for the intersection of Spring and Main. The artist is working on her application, and I just wanted to check with you on what the setback requirements would be for that intersection. I'm attaching a mock-up of what she is proposing. Thank you for your help with this. He forwarded that to, his name is Ben Kerwood, thank you. He's with RDOT, and his response to Simon was, Simon, our RW stops at the curb and gutter. We would have no comment on the proposed. Thanks, Ben. And then Simon's forwarded that to me with the response of Kyle, the arts display is good to go.
So RW stands right of way?
Yes, yeah.
So any other questions,
no.
discussion? Okay, back to the front of my packet here. Debbie made the motion, Christine seconded. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say no. Motion carries 4-0. Okay, administrative approvals, but our city historic preservation officer, our minor impact projects include ordinary maintenance that does not involve a change in materials, new and replacement signs, alterations to non-contributed and/or non-historic structures, excluding major additions or demolition. Medium impact projects that meet design guidelines. We have 9 of those. They are all posted on our website. You can go and look for that. Okay. Our next meeting will be May 1st, 2024. Level 3 applications are due tomorrow, Thursday, April 18th. Level 2 applications are due Thursday, April 25th. And discussion of forum for July 31st to May 4th. And that's not May.
That would be
That would be
August.
August,
Thank you, sorry.
August 4th.
Sorry to have this conversation with people who aren't going, but there's some decisions that need to be made at the table. So for those of you that are going, I've given you, there's the packet that has the extra tours that cost a little bit more. You buy tickets for, depending on what we're looking at. Dee and I talked this morning. We feel like we can offer to pay up to $100. Is that what our final? Yeah, okay.
I think that's
So if there's a couple that you want to do, they range from $15, I think 85 was that.
Yeah, there's a couple that's $10.
Yeah. So yeah, for those of you that are going, just review that. Let me know what ones you would be interested in by Friday at noon. I will be registering everybody, and that's when we sign up for those tickets. And then also, the packet has kind of the general schedule. When they release the official schedule, I have more details on it. So you can kind of see what they're planning on those days. And some of those ticketed events are full-day events. Some of them are a couple hours in the morning or evening. And so just to help you schedule your conference experience, just let me know by Friday what you'd be interested in doing there.
Discussion of preservation awards.
So last year, it had come up, the commission voted to bring it up again in the spring. It's not anything that's urgent. If we want to plan a workshop, I think that would be appropriate. But I handed you the City of Fayetteville Historic Preservation Awards application. The city used to give those awards with the Preservation Society. Do you want to talk a little bit more about that since you have?
Well, in the past, our awards for HDC were long, 25 or more years that they had been doing is what we had done in the past. And then we did it in conjunction with Preservation Society, and we have certain categories in our bylaws that we have to do. And then the last year that we could do awards, we asked, I know the Chamber came, I can't remember if Main Street came, several different organizations came and gave awards, and we all really enjoyed it, had a great turnout. We had at least 100, maybe a little more.
Is that the one out on, yeah, out on 23 South?
Yeah, at that event center, yeah. They donated that.
It was a good turnout.
It was fantastic, and it was a great evening. And then COVID and so forth, we haven't had any more. And I mentioned to Kyle when we were talking about it, maybe if we want to have the others join us again, maybe we ask somebody from each one of them to come and we have a workshop or something.
Yeah, I
That'd be
like
good.
that idea.
Yeah, because the more that's in it, then the better attendance. I mean, because Glenna had kind of started it with preservation when she was paid officer there, and then she started Kyle's job for many years, and then she kind of just put the two together, and we, some years you had good turnouts, some you didn't, but that was just a really good, and we all need to recognize people in town.
Their accomplishments.
Yeah. And the community center didn't exist then, so they would probably like, I'm sure they'd be willing, and the chamber, so they could
And they
be.
just got a preservation award.
Yeah. So I think would be good. We used to do it like May or June, but we could push it back. I don't think we can be ready this year.
Not by May.
or
Yeah.
June. But we could do it later, or maybe we start planning for next year and pick a date, whatever you know. We can just start inviting people to set up a workshop and kind of put it all together.
Why don't we wait until after you all go to forum? You might get some new ideas there.
That's true.
And then try to plan a workshop in,
And then set it up
October
for
or November.
May or June for the next year like we used to. We just kind of look at calendars and then when you talk to the whole group, what date would work. Or maybe we pick a date and make it work. Might be better than trying to.
These requirements for Fayetteville are the same for Eureka Springs?
So I'm not sure what our application process was or what it looked like. I just gave you this example as something we can have a workshop or two and decide how we want to set it up. And we can.
Like Preservation Society in our bylaws tells us what awards we're gonna give. Glenna had just started, because Preservation was already doing awards before an HDC joined us. If you had a business or maintained a home or something for 25-plus years, she thought we should recognize the long-term people. That's what she did. But we can do whatever we want. I mean, so I think that's a good idea.
I think it really encourages people to step up and
Keep their properties
keep their
up.
properties up, yeah.
Yeah, it does. I mean, you've gotten the award of,
Yeah, a couple times.
Oh, nice, nice.
Yeah, I got one from my house too.
I
Yeah,
was going to say, I think you have been on it too,
Yeah.
so we can look.
It's a good thing.
Excellent.
That motivates people.
it does. We got one that we weren't real thrilled to get, the Phoenix Award after the fire.
Oh, no.
Yeah, but
Hey, that was,
anyway, yeah.
we had to give that to you, you know?
Yes.
We had a site visit that evening at her home before our meeting, and then she had the fire that night. It was just like, oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
Oh, my
Yeah,
goodness.
it's the next day.
Wow.
Yeah.
I remember that. I'm like, oh no.
Thank God that house didn't burn down,
Oh,
Deb.
thank heavens.
I know.
And that's where she lives now.
Yeah,
Wow.
lightning
Lordy.
struck the house.
What, the same night?
It was, I think it was the next day.
Was it the next day?
Yeah, it was
or-
the next day. They'd had a site visit and, yeah,
Hmm.
the next day.
That's pretty random.
It was a stressful time.
It was, but you did a great job and needed to be recognized for that.
Just for living through it.
Okay, let me see. Agenda setting for May 1st, 2024 will be our next meeting. Does anybody have anything they want to put on the agenda? If so, tell Kyle if you, if you think of something.
Say the date again.
May 1st,
Okay.
2 weeks from tonight is May 1st, believe it or not.
May Day.
May Day, yep.
Um,
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, we'll all have to wear red.
Okay. Public comments? Does anybody, we have no one, we do have a visitor, but no comments. Just visiting us. Commissioner comments? Susan?
Doing good.
Christine?
Nothing.
Debbie?
It's great to see homeowners getting out and sprucing up. Love to see that.
You want to talk
Me
about
too.
the community? You want to talk about the community thing?
Which one?
That you said tonight is a dinner?
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Community Center. Go to the dine-around at Sparky's and eat to support this community center.
When is that going to be?
It started at 5. I think
Oh,
it
it's
goes-
tonight?
I think it goes to 8, so we'll have time.
Nice.
Okay.
Do you have something?
No, I have a thing.
And I don't have anything except Maggie had knee surgery. She's doing great. She got her staples out today, and hopefully she'll be with us May 1st. So,
Hopefully.
but I think I just run back and forth to Wisconsin. That's all I've been doing. Kyle?
Just a couple of things. Thank you, everybody, for your time committed to this. Thank you to Peter Graham for the time that he served here. And just an announcement to everybody, tomorrow evening, 7 p.m., 125 Main Street, there will be a consultant giving a presentation on the state preservation tax credits. I've also invited a local property owner who just recently finished doing that program. She sold her tax credits and received $180,000 back on her project. And so we want to make people aware that there's programs like that out there. And so, yes, please come learn what it can do for the community. It'll be a good educational opportunity, I think. So
And that's all I've got.
Okay. Adjournment.
I move we adjourn.
I'll second.
Christine made the motion, Debbie seconded. All in favor, say aye.
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 Any opposed? Motion carries 4-0.